Lights, camera, action.
UPS, you piece of
I was like, you know what I want to do one day? I want to join a gang.
We're in 2022. Upgrade the cameras.
Yeah.
We can see Saturn and shit, but like I can't get a clear picture of someone robbing the gas station.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
Oh God! You know, can I pick your brain about something?
Yeah.
Generation Alpha. Have you heard of this?
Well, I don't know much about them.
Me neither. I just learned quite a bit. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. The other night, me and Ashley were at her mom's and a conversation came up about Gen Alpha, and I don't remember why.
Yeah.
But we were theorizing like what their outcomes may be, and I don't know. I just started digging, and then I've been in the generational thing, and I came across also a TikTok page made by presumably a Gen Zer making fun of millennials, and it's the best making fun of millennials shit ever. It's like because we're millennials, right?
I guess. I think
We're on
we
the
are.
cusp.
Yeah. Okay.
We're cusping. Being a millennial, we are cringy, and that's okay. It's like when you're white. It's like you're white. Like
Yeah.
it's all right. Like your grandparents owned slaves, and it's cool. Like we don't got to be weird about it. And so it's like the same thing with millennials. Like if there's any millennials out there who are getting hurt by Gen Z making fun of us, like it's fine. Like it's just we're just who we are. Like just let it be, let it go. Gen Z will cringe one day.
It's part of the process.
It's part of the process.
And soon, very soon, Gen Z will be called old. Gen Z will be called cringe. Gen Z will be being made fun of by, I'm assuming, Gen A.
Yeah, like Gen Alpha is probably going to make fun of Gen Z for like doing fentanyl, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, Jesus Christ, like you guys were insane.
And doing TikTok dances, but only from the shoulders up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because Gen Alpha, they're going to do like hologram dances eventually. Yeah. And so they're going to be like, that was so cringe when people had to hold cell phones.
Right. Yeah.
That's what's coming.
No, I'm excited for that, actually.
Me too.
I'm excited to watch them get shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their time.
Yeah, it's time.
They don't know what's coming. Part of the process, like you said.
Part of the process.
Part of the process.
And then you know what? Gen A, they're going to get shit on.
Oh, can't wait
It's
for
just
that.
the circle of life. It's the circle of shitting.
So mote it be.
I'm really hoping Gen A goes after the broccoli haircut.
Oh yeah, that's exactly the type shit they'll do.
Please.
You're
The
right.
mullets, the broccoli haircuts.
The Edgar,
Yeah.
you know,
Just have a heyday.
they're gonna have a field day with them.
Field
A
day, that's
heyday,
what I meant.
yes.
Yeah.
Their day of reckoning will be coming.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm thankful
Me too.
for that.
Me too.
And thankful is the topic.
It sure damn is.
It should be, because Thanksgiving's tomorrow when you listen to this.
Yeah. But when you're listening to this, Thanksgiving will be tomorrow. This will be a good primer.
I love this time of year. We've talked about it in the summer.
Right.
We're finally in it.
Right.
We've been in it for the last month or so. Just this is the best time.
Absolutely. So tell me, like, when did it hit for you? Because it didn't really kick in for me right away. I feel like the balloon fiesta was like a tease.
Yeah.
And then it pulled back on me.
Yeah, it did, because it was like, here's Balloon Fiesta. This is normally when it gets colder.
Right.
And it gave us a little bit.
A pinch.
And then it said, just kidding, 80 degrees again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It said shorts weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
short
is an
weather.
insane thing to say in October.
It is. In fact, even mid-November,
Yeah.
I find myself still kind of getting warm, which I think is unusual.
I'm wearing what I wore to work today.
Yeah.
I brought this hoodie to work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a period in my day where I got to walk outside for a little while.
Yeah.
I didn't have the hoodie on. I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah. For mid-November, yeah.
For
that's crazy.
mid-novies.
That's nuts.
Mid-nove.
Mid-nov. Yeah, no, it's been uncharacteristically warm, I think, for this
Yeah.
time of year. So that kind of threw me off.
Right.
But I mean, the leaves are changing.
Yeah.
The smells are in the air. The feel. All the festivities are coming around.
Damn right.
And we're hitting that Thanksgiving time.
We smoking on that Thanksgiving pack.
Oh, dude. We getting absolutely blasted off of that turkey baster.
Boy,
You know what I mean?
if you don't get some stuffing and cranberry sauce and fucking put it in a line and fucking snort it with a wishbone,
Yep.
I might just fucking put mashed potatoes all over my nuts and call it a day.
Call it a day, man. A little spat of butter.
You're goddamn, ooh, you dirty boy.
Yeah. You can't talk dirty and use the word spat. It just elevates it.
Spat. Spat's a horny ass word.
It is. Why did they think to call it that? It's a spat of butter.
Then it's like past. Yeah. Why is spitting past tense like make it 10 times hornier?
Yeah.
Why did piss spitting in a past moment? Why is that all of a sudden sexy?
It's like dirtier.
Yeah, it's dirtier.
Like saying like, oh, spit in my mouth versus, oh, he spat in my mouth. It's a little bit dirty.
It's dirtier. Why?
It's way, I don't know.
It's way dirtier.
It's raunchier.
Yeah. Well, and there is something about recounting a story that's a little bit sexier than, I mean, okay, why are we doing this? This is not like our podcast.
This is not Thanksgiving.
We don't really do sex material.
We never have, actually.
I'm not big on talking about it on,
You know why,
in public?
though? Because that's all I see.
Yeah.
Like for the algorithm, anytime a stand-up comedian's like bit comes onto my Discover page,
Right.
every time it's like a sex joke.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you not have any other material? But I think that's just what the algorithm pushes because that's what sells. Is like, show me something new.
Yeah.
So yeah, we won't even go there. We're gonna go back to the spat of butter. We on that spat of butter. We're on a brick, dog.
Yeah.
We're dropping bricks of butter on that turkey.
Oh.
That turkey nasty.
We're talking butter bricks. Mm-hmm. We're shipping butter bricks, Pablo Escobar.
I want some of that slightly expired, crystallized, canceled Aunt Jemima syrup crushed up on the counter. Let me snort that bad boy.
Boy.
That's what I'm on.
And that, that's the spirit of Thanksgiving.
That's what the Pilgrims did.
That's what the Pilgrims
They
did.
had that Aunt Jemima. Smoking on that Aunt Jemima, baby.
And she was fine as hell, I heard. They said for an auntie. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, yeah.
We should call it Gratitude Day.
Gratitude Day.
We should call it Gratitude Eat Fucking Food Unhealthily Day.
Gratifood.
Boy,
We're going to call it
that's
Gratifood.
That's it. Gratifood. No longer Thanksgiving. We're retiring Thanksgiving.
Yep.
It's gone.
Bye.
Call your senators.
Yeah, your mayors, your govs.
Call your legislatives.
Your legislators.
Call your Leslie Nopes. No.
Leslie Knope could get anything done.
Literally.
She can get anything done.
Literally.
We need more
Leslie
Leslie
Knope would
Nopes.
make it happen.
Yeah. Way more Leslie Nopes in the world.
We need a couple more of those. We need because I love how optimistic the show is that a Leslie Knope exists somewhere. I highly doubt it.
I know.
Leslie Nopes get turned into fucking Marjorie Taylor Greens. Like
I don't even know who that is. But
she's like the most kooky person in government. She's one of the people who is like says the Holocaust didn't exist.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that. Marjorie Taylor Greene said that for YouTube.
Yeah.
So she's one of those type of ladies.
That's crazy because she sounds like a novelist.
Right?
She sounds like, oh, here's Pride and Prejudice by Marjorie Taylor
Yeah.
Greene. I just noticed too that light is changing colors
Yeah.
the whole time.
And that's cool because I was wondering if you did that one Thanksgiving.
I was. Yeah. I was trying to go Thanksgiving on this side.
And mine, I'm a rave. I'm a rave girl.
You're a rave. Yeah.
I'm a sexy little rave girl.
You're representing all the colors because, that's what brings us together on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Sure.
And this is a visual representation from past to future.
We got the colored side. Is that what you're getting at? We got
Yes.
the colored side. And
there's a colored water fountain over here too.
yeah.
If you didn't know, Estevan segregates us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Thanksgiving
Segregation is crazy.
It's
Sorry.
wild.
Segregation is wild. All right.
It's wild that was ever normal.
I know.
Like just like no, you can't drink from our same water fountain. Like what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know if you can read, buddy, but
yeah.
imagine. But whites only.
Yeah. We also have Black Friday coming up.
Right.
Do you have any plans for that? Is that something you go for?
I do go for it, man. You know, is it insane to say that? Well, we've talked plenty about Black Friday, but I'm coming back to it. Okay. Is it insane to say I miss it? Was that my position last time? I don't remember. I'm missing it now, but like I don't miss, like I would never camp out outside of a Best Buy, but I want to drive past a Best Buy and see people camped out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. You still want to like participate in the culture a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if it's through someone else.
Yes.
But no, Black Friday shopping for me is a relatively new venture.
Right.
I've only done it the past 3 years in person. The other time I always just like Thanksgiving dinner, vegging out on the couch, open up the laptop. Let's hit those online deals.
Absolutely.
But the past few years, I've had a really fun time getting up early with the friends.
Right.
Hitting the stores.
I remember.
You get a little breakfast. You make a day out of it. Like then you hang out, you look at this new stuff you bought. Maybe you go hit a movie, you just play some games. It's a really fun. I love it. It's a new tradition.
Yeah.
And actually the stores no longer are really like what you would expect.
Right.
It's not like camping out for hours. It's not people trampling over each other, at least where we are.
No,
Like,
it's not.
Yeah, I walk in there and it's like an average day.
You look, like you walk in.
yeah, exactly. You just stroll in. Like
You
there's
waltz.
There's really no... Dude, Costco on any given day is worse than what I've seen on Black Friday from
You're
other
absolutely
stores.
goddamn right.
Yeah, today
You're
I
absolutely
went
right.
and I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time I go. It's berserk.
It's insanity.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even go near that place on Black Friday.
Oh, God, no.
I can't imagine.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Do you have your eyes set on anything this year? What do you got? What are you scoping?
You know, surprisingly not.
Okay.
It's been such an off year. This whole time just crept up on us. It was like Halloween, blink. Oh, we're already preparing for Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
all those, Higgs boson particle portal opening, black hole sucking us in shit. It's starting to feel real lately. I mean, it's just... I don't think we're here, actually. I don't know if we're here right now.
No.
I'm not certain about it.
I agree with you because normally I do. Normally I'm like, yeah, I got my sights set. I'm going to look for this thing. And
Right.
I don't have that yet.
No.
In fact, I need to kind of figure it out. Otherwise, if I'm just wandering aimlessly, I'm going to be dropping stacks on shit I don't need.
That's a bad move. Is that okay? So is that a bad move on Black Friday? Like if you don't plan, are you setting yourself up is it like going into a casino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's the equivalent of shopping while you're hungry.
Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. That's it right there. Yeah. Yeah. Well said.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well said. Yeah, I know I need a TV, and that's that's all I know right now. I mean, I need a telly. I need a telly. I need a telly. That's the only. So you can do impressions. I got a couple of accents in me though.
I like that.
And every time I go British, I want to go from like normal British person to like terrifying old British. Was he Jack the Ripper back in the day? Terrifying old man.
Yep.
Yeah. So I need me a telly.
Yeah, that one comes from here.
That's in there.
It's all the years of phlegm built up from the war
And smoking.
and smoking.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to push the words out all the time. It's like it's not effortless. It's not like, I need a telly. It's I need a television.
You're like stopping yourself from saying it, but still letting it out though.
Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
it is.
exactly.
It's an internal conflict in your throat. Like, don't say this, but do.
That's how you pull that one off.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's have you ever seen those memes where it's like, well, at least our schools
Yes. Don't have school shootings. Yeah. I did something there at the end where I really just squeezed up my face.
A lot of scrunch. It funneled all the way to like your nose and mouth. Yeah.
That was good. That's fun.
That is fun.
Little accents.
Back on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We got to talk about them dishes. Because a lot of, in my opinion, this might be a hot take. In my opinion, it's all about the sides.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because turkey almost is the side, right?
True. Yeah, like turkey. That's weird.
Yeah. Because it's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if turkey wasn't even like such a like tradition of the thing. Like, would we even eat turkey?
Yeah.
At Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a ham guy. If I'm being
You're
honest.
A ham guy.
I like some ham.
I've seen it. I've seen them both.
Yeah.
I've seen ham. I've seen turkey.
Yeah.
Are you when it comes to turkey, are you a light meat or dark meat?
I think I'm a dark meat fella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same when I eat turkey. Just
You got me.
I got you there.
It's my favorite kind of joke.
Yeah.
The little curveball.
Little Johnny Storm. I don't know why I said that. So yeah, no, I'm definitely rocking a dark meat. I can't do with the dry, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've seen people make the most perfect turkeys like ever.
Yeah.
And yet like the white meat is still like a little too dry
still
sometimes,
dry.
you know? And I'm more of a combo guy actually.
Okay.
I'd rather have a little bit of
combo
both.
platter.
I'm a combo platter type of fella.
Yeah.
I'm a combo.
Yeah, no, it's all about the sides, man.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah, talk sides to me.
Oh,
Talk dirty sides to me.
I mean, we're talking mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
We're
That's
talking,
the given.
Yep, that's a
love that.
go-to. Mm-hmm. That's the classic. We're
Yes.
talking sweet potatoes.
Damn right.
Now, do you do your sweet potatoes is it like a casserole in your household, or is it like sweet potatoes, toasted marshmallows on top? How is it? Because I'm sure it's different for
It's
everybody.
traditionally a sweet potato toasted marshmallow on top.
Mm-hmm.
How you rocking?
Yep, same.
You rocking that one?
Yep, it's
And
the
that's,
toasted
you know,
marshmallow.
that could be the cultural.
Mm-hmm.
There could be something cultural there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
You got your stuffing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You've got some kind of bread.
Oh.
Rolls. Dinner roll, potato rolls.
And that, you know, okay, the roll. Okay, here's what the roll is, bro.
Yeah.
The roll is like Steve Buscemi, like just always on.
Yeah.
He's not the lead, but he's going to come in and he's going to steal the scene.
If Thanksgiving dinner was an Adam Sandler movie,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta have a Steve Buscemi roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Steve Buscemi roll.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what.
Damn.
tripped me
I didn't even mean to.
A Steve Buscemi roll.
You know, sometimes the genius is just
it's
natural.
just natural. A Steve Buscemi roll.
Steve Buscemi roll, you gotta have it.
So that's what a roll is. Yeah, you got to have that. Now, are you it's like one of those things where like, same with Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
I want to see cranberries on the table, but I'm never going to touch
You
them.
don't touch them. They're for decoration. They're like the scented pine cones.
Purely
They're just
decorative.
there to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice color. You know, adds a splash of color, some variety.
Yeah.
For the eyes.
For the eyes.
But nobody touches that shit ever.
No.
However, I have had some before and it's
Okay.
good.
Is it good?
But I think like a real cranberry sauce versus like that jelly jiggly stuff that comes out of a
Crapola.
can. Mm-hmm. I think that's the difference.
That makes sense. Here's the thing that I'm realizing. I'm realizing that my idea, like how I build a plate on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
is still very adolescent. I'm still holding on to things from my childhood. I'm still
Yeah.
afraid of the cranberry. I'm still kind of afraid of the stuffing.
Really?
I have a very childlike plate.
Interesting.
But I think what I'm saying is this year it's time to grow up.
Oh.
Because like I like cranberries things. Like why would I not like and like stuffing? Like it's just like one of those things in my head. It's like how I didn't eat guacamole until I was like fucking in high school.
Yep.
It was green. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, this shit's fire. You know?
I feel that same way about guacamole when it starts to like turn brown and oxidize. I'm like,
Yeah.
and you know it tastes the same, but I can't get past the
Oh
visual.
no.
Yeah.
I was in Chipotle the other day and they had that mug green as shit looking like goddamn. It was nasty.
Yeah.
I was like, ew.
Yeah.
Like why would like no. No.
No. How about green bean casserole?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
I do too.
It wasn't until I did Thanksgiving with a Caucasian family until I took a trip down the green bean casserole.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys know what you're doing with this one.
I think white families just know how to do casseroles.
They do.
That's kind of their thing.
Specialty.
Thanksgiving dinner,
Yeah.
funerals,
Right.
birthday parties, 4th of July. Everything's a casserole, and I like it.
So my question for you is, do you cheat on Thanksgiving?
I don't,
Okay.
but I make pretty much the same shit everyone's eating.
Okay.
I still have mashed potatoes.
Nice.
Boom. I make my own stuffing.
Right.
Got it. I
Love
make
it.
green bean casserole. You know it.
Wow.
Sweet potatoes.
Okay.
I do it all. I even have a pumpkin pie recipe. Let's go. Turn me up.
No one ever can have a fucking excuse ever again. If you are claiming to be dedicated to your diet or your food routine or your nutrition plan, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and Thanksgiving comes and you say, I have to,
Yeah.
just say you want to, because you don't have to, because Estevan just proved that you don't have to.
What?
What?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because again, for me, like I could have turkey,
Yeah.
but it's still all about the sides for me.
Yeah.
So why not just make all this? I might even make a crusted mac and cheese,
Right.
you know?
Ooh.
I just might do it.
He might.
And
Now, can you eat the turkey?
yeah.
Okay.
I would probably still end up having to make my own just so I'd make sure they're not like dousing it in spats of butter.
Spats of butter, because that is an issue.
Yeah.
Like, and just so we know this, America, on Thanksgiving, you know what? Does Thanksgiving do damage to our bodies?
I wonder. Yeah.
Because
like
I
that's-
mean, you just really, I mean, how about the entire holiday as Americans? I mean, from tomorrow
yeah.
until New Year's Day,
Yeah.
where we give up our sins, because from tomorrow till New Year's Day, you are eating. Some of yous is drinking
Yep.
like a goddamn. Most of yous are doing half-ass at work. I'll probably be the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just truly a marathon.
It is. I think Thanksgiving through to New Year's Day is
Yeah.
kind of like 3:00 p.m. on a Friday of the year.
That just hit me. That hit me real good. 3 o'clock on a Friday. Please continue.
Yeah. And you're just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck this. No, the store is dead if you work at a retail store or something.
Oh my God.
This shit is just bullshit. And I got a whole weekend ahead of me. In fact, I have a 3-day weekend ahead of me.
Damn right.
And I'm going out of town. And I've got friends and family that are coming.
Come on.
And that's what this time of year is like. It's like, don't even bother me with anything else.
And not only that, but like you're kind of like a Ferris Bueller-esque like person. So like you do something kooky that you do like a prank to like say the store is closed, and then you like run through backyards.
Yep.
Like really awesome in like a montage fashion to do then thus what you had said.
Yeah.
And that's what the vibe is.
That's exactly the vibe.
It's exactly the fucking vibe. That's the fucking vibe.
That's it.
Oh, that feels good.
That does feel good, man.
I feel relaxed just processing the fact that we are here with you.
Like you feel seen.
I feel seen and I feel like,
Validated.
you know, like we said, it time's flying.
It is.
It barely feels like Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
It's crazy.
But this conversation makes me feel like Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
I need to get cooking.
Yeah.
Guys. Like I need to
I know,
get
you're about
going on
to-
that.
yeah.
I'm about to chef it up like you never seen.
Yeah, it takes you some time.
It does. It takes a little bit of time. But
takes a little time.
Yeah, this year I'm a little more ahead, I would
Good.
say, because I got some things I've purchased that are going to make my cooking life a lot easier
Yeah.
and smoother. How about this? So gravy.
Yeah.
Are you a traditional gravy? Are you a cream gravy? Or are you a red chili kind of sauce guy?
No mames, fucker. Red chili all motherfucking day. But I have been to Thanksgivings without chili. I lived in Kentucky at one point, people. We got to remember.
We got to keep that in mind.
You know, I've been around the way.
Yeah.
I've been here. I've been there. I had a Thanksgiving in Taos once upon a time. One in Colorado, potentially. What I'm trying to say is there ain't always chili.
Yeah.
And I would love if there was, because that'll always be number one.
Yep.
But I'll fuck with a brown gravy.
Yeah.
White gravy is for country shit.
It is.
Yeah. So I need a white gravy on a chicken tender.
Yeah. A chicken fried steak.
Damn right.
Chicken fried chicken.
Ooh.
A Whataburger patty melt, maybe.
Come on.
You ever had that Whataburger chicken tender barbecue sandwich?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
That is when I would get their cream gravy.
Yes, damn
Absolutely.
right. And add it on there? Or dip it?
I'd dunk it.
I know where I'm going after this.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Actually not. Actually, Estevan, I have something to tell you.
Oh.
I have great news.
I love great news.
I walk so much now at my new job.
Really?
You didn't say anything, but I'm pretty sure I've lost a few pounds, Estevan.
Ooh. In my defense, I haven't seen you in like a month.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Also, I think when I saw you, I'd already been... Anyways, for the podcast
I love
sake.
that. Yeah.
We've probably already talked about this. For the podcast sake, I've lost a few pounds.
Hell yes.
And
Congrats.
I walk a fuck ton at work. And like, I have actually been eating well. Like, I have been not overindulging. I've been not over fast fooding. A lot of home cooked meals, a lot of leftovers, brought to work, a lot of simple things, protein shake in the morning. Ooh. I mean, I'm really just, the changes are happening.
You are on one. How do you feel?
I feel much better. I love that because it's true.
Yeah.
It's insane. And depression's a motherfucker, people. Like, people need to realize that, to me, like, discovering I had depression was, depression is so deceptive. Yeah. Like, I did not have, when you see depression on TV, you're just like, oh yeah, it's like someone, no, like, I showed up to work every day, like this, that, and the other. But it's like those things, it's this stuff. Like, I can't even bring myself to go on walks. Like, I should go on a walk, and they say just an hour a day, anything. Yeah. I can't even do that. I just want to lay here. Right.
Yeah.
And I went to work, so that's my excuse, and then convenience and money. And it's just like, before I know it, I'm doing carne asada fries every other day and fucking, shit like that, or fucking at goddamn Los Cuates every weekend. God, and that's fun. But like, what I had to realize is like some of that shit for me are symptoms of depression. Like, if I genuinely cannot like help but like overindulge in food, like insanely, like to a degree, like I had health problems start to come up.
Oh, really?
Like, I was starting to get pain right here. So like every time I would eat like fatty foods, I was kind of get pain in my upper left, like kind of abdomen area.
Yeah. Thankfully,
like I got it checked out and it's like nothing bad, but like that just goes to show, like I used to like be out of breath more, like going up the stairs, like so many things like that just by working this job. And literally just the fact that I have to park a few blocks away from my job and walk there every morning and walk to my car every day and walk around the hospital when I'm over there, it's made a fucking difference like none other.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's insane.
I love that.
I'm fucking ecstatic. So yes, I was happy to share with you my health goals. Thank you.
Round of applause.
Health is happening. Next, I'm working on sleep.
Oh yeah,
We're working on sleep next.
That's huge.
I
that
know.
one's probably one of my hardest ones.
I was gonna say, I know Big Poppy don't have that one.
No, I do not. I don't know that
I'll like wake up at 4 a.m. to pee. You texted me at like 1 a.m. I'm like, this fool. Like, damn.
It's true.
You stay editing though.
I do. I stay all kinds of
You're
stuff.
a hardworking man.
Writing, shooting, thinking, watching, TV, whatever. Like that's why I named my company Nocturnal.
Goddamn right.
Because I am a nocturnal person.
Now, if you're making brilliant things, be nocturnal. People like me who are working their job, like who are trying to go out there and like help people with like mental health disorders. I need to get my 8, baby.
Yeah, you need to be sharp.
I need to be sharp.
Yeah.
I can't be having that shit, man. I work in like psych wards. Like
Yeah.
the last thing I need is to be like, you know, not present at the psych ward.
Yeah.
You know, thank God now stigma around mental health is so like, we'll have to talk about this because my job now is super interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, stigma around mental health is insane. Because honestly, my favorite part of the day sometimes is when I go into the psych units at UNM, you know, and do a group. And those are some of my favorite people. I have like the most fun. It's not like what people think. It's not like American Horror Story Asylum.
Yeah.
you know,
straight jackets and
all that shit. I mean, obviously, these people, you know, everyone who's in there is going through a lot, unfortunately, and it's intense. And, you know, there's a reason that they're there. But at the same time, I feel comfortable. But regardless, you must be alert at all times. Working jobs like that.
100%.
Yeah. So be nocturnal if you're like Estevan. But it's hard for me to believe you're like Estevan because there is only one Estevan. And he's going to do amazing things.
Thank you.
So he needs to be up and he needs to be doing them. Everyone else, go the fuck to bed.
Get your 8 hours.
Get your 8 hours, bitch.
This is true. We haven't, since our last episode, I launched my website.
Yeah.
It's up. You can check it out at www.filmnocturnal.com.
Yes.
I had to put Film Nocturnal instead of Nocturnal Productions because that domain was already taken.
I bet.
So I was like,
probably by some like movie and pre-production hell that never got made called Nocturnal.
Yeah. Yeah.
From like 98.
Yeah.
1998.
I was
Nocturnalfilm.com.
Yeah. But yeah, that website's up. I'll definitely put the link in the show notes, description, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
So you all can check that out. And on there, you'll find my latest short.
Oh my God.
A horror short that I don't think we've talked about on here yet.
You know we have not.
Elijah and I and some other people. Matt.
Good people.
Who's a frequent guest on here for Armando. David Hale.
Shout out.
Who I've done music videos for.
That boy is talented.
Yeah, he did the score. He did the music for it. We all came together and made a little horror short.
Yep.
It's called Someone Else Is Here. Y'all can go check that out. And I'll put that down in here as well. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What I need people to understand is this. Estevan did this on the fly in 2 days, nonstop, would go to work the next day. And it's so good. And I don't mean this in a bad way. It was hard for me to believe that you would be able to come out with that good of a project with a 48-hour time span.
Yeah.
And like, obviously I was there. So I saw like how the process was. Like there were parts of it that were wild. There were parts where we didn't really know.
Yeah.
Right. Like what to do or how or what order. So, I mean, tell us how did you do that?
No sleep.
Right.
I don't get no sleep.
That's true, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, like we got together for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before the deadline to try to come up with an idea. Then I spent that time writing it, getting the location, put out a casting call, casted people. From the point of the casting call to when I had to have it in was probably, the turnaround time was maybe a week and a half or so.
Which is wild.
So I put out the casting call and I needed somebody within a matter of days.
Yes.
Filled that out. I got the props. I got the fake blood. I got the costumes. I got everything together. And then, we shot over 2 nights and like shoot until early in the morning. And then had to go do the day job.
Yeah.
Had to go do that shit, man. The second night was the hardest.
I bet.
Because I probably didn't lay down until about 6 in the morning.
Estevan.
And had to be up about an hour later to drive all the way fucking 45 minutes away or whatever to shoot a house. And let me tell you, that drive, because that wasn't my only shoot. Then I had to drive from there all the way out, over an hour away again, and then back another hour. Like it was, those drives were the hardest to stay awake.
Oh my God.
It was rough, man. I was shaking my head. I was slapping myself. I was blasting music, AC, anything.
I bet.
That was that one that sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we just went to work on editing. And actually this sucked. So we did this for a contest, and one of the rules of the contest was it had to be 5 minutes or less.
Right.
Couldn't be any longer than 5 minutes, right?
Right.
So I go in on here, and I'm editing on this timeline and I'm putting it together, and I'm just like, wow, I'm amazed. I actually did it. That's little fact. That's always been my biggest struggle.
Okay.
Making something short.
Okay.
Even my teacher, he texted me after seeing it, and he was like, and good job on making the short.
Right.
I was like, thanks.
Because he knows you.
Because he knows me. He knows it's so hard for me to do.
Yeah.
And so I was really surprised. I was like, wow, I'm under. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we have like a good 45 seconds because we could do credits. We can do, I can draw out some of these shots a little more.
Right.
And so we came under, and then I exported it so we could do like kind of a watch through.
Yeah.
And when I put the file up, my friend was like, hey, how come it says 6 minutes and like 18 seconds or something? And I was like, oh, that's weird. I must have exported like some dead space at the end on
Right.
episode or something. Whatever, we'll watch it. But then the whole thing played and it ended, and there wasn't any excess. Like it ended right where it was supposed to.
Shit.
It was like 6 minutes.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I thought maybe something weird with the export. Like maybe the export had a glitch, whatever. So then I came in here, checked it out on my computer. Same thing, over 6 minutes. So then I opened a new project file. I dragged and dropped that video on to see what it would say, over 6 minutes. And I was like, how in the world? Like, I've never experienced this before.
What?
Like, how on my editing timeline does it say under 5 minutes, but I export it and it's 6 minutes?
Right.
And now I'm putting it in here. So, and this was hours before it was supposed to be uploaded. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
So we battened down the hatches. I almost threw in the towel.
I bet.
I was like, I can't believe this. I've worked so hard. All of us worked so hard for it to be something like this. I don't get it.
Right.
But we all just came together, figured out what we could cut and where. Mm-hmm. And we somehow made it right on 4 minutes, 59 seconds, I think is what it was. Final runtime.
You're telling me there's a director's cut?
There is a director's cut.
That's crazy. I need the fucking director's cut.
I didn't even want there to be a director's cut,
Right.
but there's a director's cut. Yeah.
What an interesting exercise, though, because, if you really do, you want to do this, like, and like, you're going to run it. You hear it all. That's why the director cut exists, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for you to, you have this 6 minute baby that to you, that's a complete product.
Oh, I felt so good about it.
So then how do you cut that down to 5 or less? I mean, I guess I want to say, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah,
Damn.
no, it was tough.
It's probably like for a director, it has to be like such a traumatic experience.
Yeah, right.
It's like your first time, you're like, what the fuck?
Well, that's why they have a term, actually. They call it, sometimes you have to kill your baby. And it's like, you got to cut that page. You might be in love with a line of dialogue.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You got to cut that shit.
And this is not an easy business to be in.
No.
For that reason, I think of David Ayer and Suicide Squad. I think of how they came in and they killed his baby in front of him. They opened his eyes up, made him watch them kill his baby. I mean, Suicide Squad had so much potential and they turned it into a fucking Taco Bell commercial. I mean, it's and like David Ayer had to put his name on that still.
Yeah.
Like that shit's not easy. Like, and then when people talk shit about the movie, they shit on him. Mm-hmm. So like this shit, like everyone, I want to be a filmmaker, but like it's, it's crazy.
Yeah. Answering to studio heads and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it sucked. It sucked for sure, especially with that turn. I think having the pressure of the turnaround time kind of helped because I didn't have time to sit around and sulk and be like, oh, I don't know. Like you had to just cut. Just cut wherever you could and make it work. And we did, and we got it uploaded.
I'm surprised you cut it. So I think if I look back at it now, it makes sense that it's cut. I think what felt like, and now it needed to, but I felt like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and guess what I thought. Maybe there was so much less of. There was so much less of the reveal, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. There was so much less of our actor or the actors with their actual faces and stuff.
Yeah, so I ended up cutting some dialogue parts there.
Yeah.
A little bit. I shortened down the glitching scene when the, well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I
guess.
know, huh?
Yeah, go watch it for sure.
Go watch it. Pause it right now.
Pause it right now.
watch
Go watch it. It's less than 5 minutes. You can
Literally.
do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically most of the cutting occurred towards the tail end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, and now, and I don't know, I hope it makes you feel better that when I first watched it, I went, holy fucking balls.
Yeah.
Like, boom, chef's kiss. You tell me there's stuff cut. I think back on it. Okay, I get it. Towards the end, it has to kind of speed up a little.
Yeah.
But that is almost kind of like format, true to the format in a sense, but it's just like, it's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
So you would want to like be able to show more of it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. You want to be like, here's what we could do in less than 5 minutes.
Right.
Give us money and we can draw some of this stuff out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, it was, but you just did, I think I've always believed in you, obviously, but I've never seen you work and then I've never seen you work at all, but to see you work with like limited resources, even though you had a lot of help, still limited resources. You don't have dollies, you don't have, all these things and whatever. So limited
PAs.
All that,
PAs.
So limited resources on the fly, on the go with people, with actors you don't even know, like in some cases, like just like total strangers, like, and you were a fucking class act.
Oh, thank you.
You were a fucking class act.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that, man, you're the best.
I'm so grateful for everyone who helped just dedicating their time.
Yeah.
For free. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for food.
Damn right. That shit was good too.
Oh yeah, man. We had Dion's the first night.
And fucking Canes.
And Canes the second night.
That was awesome. That was so good.
Yeah. Just so grateful for everyone who came and helped. And for you, like you drove one of the actors around because they didn't have a ride.
Right.
You went and you got the food and like all that stuff is so helpful because it allows me to just be like, okay, let me focus on this.
Exactly.
So I don't have to think about ordering the food and know all that. Like,
and that's how movies get made. Like, I think it's important for people to understand, like, it goes down to the, like, on a professional film set, it's down to the PA. If the PA wasn't there, the shit wouldn't get done efficiently, and in some cases, maybe at all.
Yeah, for real. The PAs are so undervalued.
Yeah.
They're underrated. They get shit on all the time.
Right.
They work the longest and the worst hours. They get yelled at the most. Like,
right.
They take a beating, and it sucks. It shouldn't be that way because they are pulling the most weight.
Right.
More often than not.
Yeah, and like your favorite movie, like, was made on the backs of PAs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your favorite movies were made on the backs of PAs.
Let's start another strike, but for PAs.
I know. Huh? That one's probably coming soon.
I know. But then the industry will be like, okay, whatever. You guys are a dime a dozen. We'll just.
But that's a good example because, like, that's why, like, I'm happy to show up and even just do that for you because I know that gives you the room to do it. That's why you come up with that, and I'm not like saying it's because it is because of me, but I'm not saying but I'm just saying when you can focus like on what you got to do, like that's how you get that in 2 days or a week out casting, whatever, like
helps a lot.
That's how you get that beautiful ass product, man. Good shit. Because the reason it's impressive, it's not the fact that you did it. It's the fact that you did it with skill, with, personality. Like you did it with personality. That's Estevan shit. Like that's Estevan shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so like doing it's one thing, but doing it to the point where you can see that like, this is someone doing their craft and not just like pressing record. Yeah. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Anyone can press record.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Thanks everyone who watched it and shared it. It's approaching like 900 views.
Okay.
I think, which like for my YouTube channel's first ever video, I feel like that's pretty good.
We like that. Yeah. And we hope, you build off that and then eventually people are going to go back.
Yep.
They're gonna go, oh shit, man, this first one was fire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I'll have to keep that on the channel preview or something like that. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, go ahead. I'll leave my YouTube channel for my website. I'll leave my website. I'll leave the video.
Yeah.
I'll leave it all. Check it out if you want. Even though spooky season's passed, still a nice little quick little
Gander.
Yeah, a little horror short.
And one last little interview question for you, Mr. Estevan.
Sure.
No, but so Nocturnal Productions. This seems like it marks a new beginning for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you did have your. Do you have Carrion Productions or?
Yeah, and
It was just your kind of.
It was just kind of. I just needed something so I could get paid.
Right.
So I needed my LLC.
Right.
But I spent all this time like really figuring out what I wanted to call it and the look and the feel, building I've been working on the website for probably far too long. I honestly probably should have put out a long time ago, but
yeah. So that makes sense to me, and I love that, and I love that this is kind of, and I honestly like. It makes sense for this because this, I think it did show like maturity in your filmmaking.
Oh,
like
thanks.
I really did. Like your stuff's always good, but like I think you can see there's growth, and I think that's a good starting point for the new Nocturnal.
Yeah, I felt like the right thing to kick it off with officially.
And it's cool because it's a little subversive because that's not usually your go-to.
Yeah, I mean, I've honestly never really made a horror short ever.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you've even thought about it much, have you?
not a whole lot. I've had ideas.
Yeah.
And I still have more ideas now after doing this one.
I bet.
So I still want to throw those at the wall, see if they stick and maybe make one. But like the closest I ever came was like years ago. I made a Snapchat horror short story.
Oh.
And it was just like, I started off making it seem like it was a normal Snapchat story, just me talking to the camera, and then stuff starts happening, paranormal things around me, and then kind of derails from there. Like,
I love it.
Spiral and get scarier. But yeah, outside of that, I can't think really of anything that I've done. Like, this is probably the first major horror short idea I've put, into motion.
Well, the man has horror promise. You're going to be like fucking Ari Aster. You're going to come in and like, you're going to find out that your way to get into the industry is to make the greatest scary movie of all time. And then a few years later, you make Beau is Afraid because that's the shit you really wanted to make.
Yeah.
That's literally Ari Aster. He's like, fine, Hereditary, greatest horror film of all time, but I really want to make this weird shit.
Honestly, I feel like horror is probably one of the easier things to just jump in and do.
I think so.
Like Paranormal Activity was made for what?
Pennies?
Yeah.
Like less than $10,000, I think.
Which honestly, I think you could do that movie for even less than that.
Especially now.
I was surprised to hear that it was even 10 grand.
Right.
Like 10 grand. I mean, I guess food and paying actors, probably that's where most of it went.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, I think like you could do something like that with your friends for cheaper.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what's cool about that genre is like you can pull that off. You can just shoot something with your cell phone. Even. In this contest, there were people that just shot stuff, found footage with their phones, and like,
nice.
It came out good. It's really all about story, honestly.
Right.
But I think like that's a way you can kind of break in, make a short. The right eyes see it, they get picked up. You do a really good job. You get another one. You do a really good job, and now you're kind of like, well, I really want to try this. I mean, look at Jordan Peele. Like he did comedy for all of his career, sketch comedy and all that kind of stuff, and now he's finally doing the stuff that he really gets his interest.
And I think that just goes to show like how much dedication it takes if you really want to do this, because I think it's pretty safe to say that if Jordan Peele could have made his career the way he wanted to make it, he probably would have done comedy a lot less. And he probably would have started making movies a long time ago.
Probably.
But he had to work his way to get there. Like he didn't just get to step in there, So it's just, it's interesting. I think people really should think it through if they really want to take these leaps, because I think, it's cool that we have these dichotomies here, because you're the person who's doing it and I'm the person who's kind of finally going, I don't know if I'm going to do it. And it's like, it has nothing to do with what it is. It's just like, it really takes like, did you just hear how little this man slept? Okay. Like you have to get like that. You do.
Rough.
You got to fucking be about it, you know? So I'll go help people in psych wards.
Yeah.
You keep pushing and I'll drive your actors around. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. I love
Got you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, well, sir,
Well,
I think we ought to get eating some turkey.
dude, I think so. I
Yeah.
think it's time. All of you, let us know what your favorite go-to Thanksgiving side is.
Fucking A.
Probably put a poll out.
Yeah, I like that.
Test the waters with it.
Yep.
Let me know, like, I also want to know a random weird one that you're like, oh, one time someone had creamed corn at the Thanksgiving dinner, which, like, you know, in Texas that might be normal, but here it's like creamed corn.
Yeah, like, you know, there's weird shit. Like, you know, someone will be like, yeah, in Pennsylvania, we had this thing called like fladoofle. And everyone, when grandma fucking kicks the fladoofle in the air. And if one of the kids catch it, he doesn't get eaten by the fucking Krampus monster. You know, and it's just, you're kind of like, what?
Yes.
Middle, you know, Appalachian fucking backroads shit is that?
Yeah. I love hearing shit like that.
Me too.
Because you know it's real.
That's whatever I just described. It exists.
It exists somewhere.
Guaranteed.
I like that. Would you call it cladoofle?
Yeah, it's like something like a cladoofle.
Cladoofle.
And grandma, she does a dance with the cladoofle.
It's always
like,
the grandmother.
yeah.
She's got the
It's always grandma. It's always, yeah, like any tradition. It's always like, yeah, like grandma, like, you know, walks around in a circle and plays duck, duck, goose and throws a pie in your face. And she's been doing it since 1975.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
it's
like
always
that.
I like that. So yeah, if you have a weird side dish or a weird tradition or a weird whatever, I definitely want to hear about it. It helps us just kind of be like, oh, cool. There's some other shit that goes on in the world. Like, I'm sure for us, someone hearing that we have green and red chili with Thanksgiving dinner is like, what?
They're like, what is that?
Yeah, exactly.
On mashed potatoes? Like, yeah, that trip them out.
Bro, I wish I could have it right now.
Boy,
right now.
I'll tear that shit up.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
really
me too,
am.
actually.
I'm like starving. This is torture now. Okay.
Yeah, let's go eat.
Have a happy Thanksgiving. So grateful for all of the listeners who have liked, who have shared over the past however long we've been doing this.
Fucking a while now.
Like 2 years.
2 years,
Over 2
baby.
years. Yeah, so grateful for all of you and the views and the shares and the comments and the reaching out and everything. And grateful for you, Elijah. Grateful that we have done this podcast, that we have this.
Damn right.
Creative outlet. It's great.
And it just gets better and better, sir.
I love it.
Damn right.
So have a happy holiday, a safe holiday, and we'll see you all around on the next one.